All right, hello, Programming 12. We are going to be starting the project now. I'm going to show you a bit about how to use the starter pack code and where to begin. First off, I think we got to put in our basics. Like, if you look at our project right now, it's just a gray screen. It's got, like, some good foundations set, but it's nothing really going on. So, what I'd like to do, first of all, is set up, the intro screen, and this doesn't have to be a fancy one. It can just be, like, a little bit basic. Set up my mode for the game itself and make a button that'll go between the two. It's not too hard to do, you probably can do it, but just to help you in case you're not sure how to navigate the code that we have right now, I'll show you. So first of all, I've gone and added in some color palette variables so that I can, not fuss around with deciding what the colors are. I went to coolers.co to get my lovely scheme of colors. I've got, a button ready to go. I haven't made it yet, but I've decided on one. I found a GIF I thought would look really good. I'm going to build that. I found some fonts that might be helpful. This one in particular looked cool. So those are sort of the some of the things I've done. And I've downloaded those things in my data folder. Here's my font. It's in the fonts folder inside of data. Here's my GIF. Looks lovely. Here's an image that I'll use later on, and so on. Okay, so there you go. So that's the beginning. Next, I want to actually start making my modes and things. So I'm going to go. I could go over to intro, and I could just draw something here to make sure that we can see something. So I could just say background pink, just to see if we see a pink background when we load. And sure enough, we do. Be a nice place to put a GIF. I'd like to put a GIF. So, I might go do that. I have a GIF variable called intro animation, and I have the files for a GIF, so I can go and create that. Where do I want to put that? Well, let's see. Maybe initialize variables would be a good place. Here's a place to load GIFs. So I could say, what was it called? Intro animation equals new GIF, and of course this is the GIF class over here. So I have to send it some deets. And I don't actually know what those deets are off the top of my head. I'll have to go and look and see. Let's just go copy, one of these over. The file name itself, because that's going to be the pre and the post, so to speak. I want that to be what I do first, and that to be what I do second. Don't forget, though, it's in a folder. The folder's called Geometry GIF. Geometry GIF? I don't know. Geometry GIF / frame. That's going to be the first part. Second part, I'll build it at width divided by 2, height divided by 2, because I have image mode center on. And then I'll say it's the width and height of the screen. So that's me loading a GIF. And then all I got to do is play the GIF. So over here, I could say intro animation.show. Does that work? No, because I screwed up. Oh, I forgot to tell it some other information, didn't I? It looks like, oh, no, sorry. Yeah, I should check how many are in it, hey? So there is, looks like 44, starting counting from 0, so that's 45. So at some point in the GIF, I actually have to tell it, oh yeah, this next number is actually the size, not the X and Y. So I should probably tell it to have 45. And then the speed, I'll just put it at 1 for now. Let's see how that goes. Woo! Pretty exciting. Did I put it in the right order? Let me double check. Pre-post, N is the number, S is the size. No, sorry, speed. X, Y, width, height. Looks good. And then intro animation. Oh, I guess I actually had to say, show yourself. An excellent song from Frozen 2 as well. So let's say intro. Oh, where did I put that though? Oh, I put it in play. My bad. It should be in intro. Okay. Boop. There we go. Intro animation.show. Yes. Let's see. Doesn't it work now? Hey, it's working. Okay. So these are the kind of things you're going to screw up too as you get started. But we've begun. It has begun. And it's looking, reasonably good. All right. So next I'd like to make a button that'll take us over to the next page. So I've already come up with the name of that button. It's called the Start button. I know. That's amazing. What a name. And I have a make buttons function that I call from my setup. So why don't we go and make that button? I've already done it. I love it when I've done my own work. It'll say start and so on. It's not going to be on any particular font, though. It might be nice to set the font going on here. But yeah, I've created the button. Now I just have to tell the button to show. So in the intro, I can say start.show. And that should make it show up, right? Right? Yeah, there it is. Start. Nice. It doesn't click yet. I mean, it does click. It's just nothing happens to it. So I can add in a, if start.clicked. Then what do I do? Well, I set the mode to, I think I call it play this time. For some reason, you can call it whatever you like. So here it begins, and I click start, and it freezes because I don't have anything going on in play yet. So I might go and make myself, just to confirm it works, background green. All right, so start. Hey, look at that, it switched to green. Okay, so Mode Framework is working. I got a really simple intro screen. I'll invite you to do a little bit more work on this to finish up. Go ahead and load in some fonts, some custom fonts. Make a title, animate it, make it look nice. Make your button have a nice font as well, or whatever, whatever details you want. It could have a picture as well, I suppose. Whatever you think is appropriate. And then next, we're going to be drawing our map. Don't forget to make some space for a sidebar, if you will. A sidebar would be really nice to be able to place buttons, and then some kind of path made of lines. And do be aware of the location of those lines. Here, just a sec. I'll pause it. I'll come back with an example. Just one moment. All right, so let's take a look at an example. Here I've made my intro screen all fancy with some nice text. I'm using my font I downloaded. The start button's got that font too. And I click start. We go into what will be my map eventually. I'm just using a line to draw this, and I just have a heavy stroke weight. I forget. It's big. It's 15 or more. I don't remember the exact number. And I'm just kind of going from point to point. And I've got this little thing where I'm printing out to the screen what is my coordinates to help me sort of map that out. Try to make nice, easy coordinates. 400, 200 is a good point. Not 402, 217 or something annoying like that, right? Try to give it nice, even ones. If you have a good reason to put it off, it's fine, but try not to. Also notice I have over here this part is a button, and there's places for other buttons here to go. So you can design a little curvy, wurvy map, for your mobs to walk through, and I think that'll be a fun thing to do. And choose your colors and everything. So that's sort of the next part, is to create that map, create the toolbar area of the play mode. And then if you want to get this print out the text, it's pretty simple. I just put this temporarily here, just text size, and here I'm just printing the mouse coordinates to the mouse pointer's coordinates. I move it up a little bit just so the mouse doesn't cover it. That's going to help you out. Okay, so go ahead and draw your map. It doesn't have to be mine. You can be if you want it to be. Make your intro screen look a little bit snazzy. Add in something nice there to, some text and so on to make it good. And then here we got, a little map, a little toolbar, and you'll be good to go to get started on the next stage. Okay, thanks everybody. Good stuff so far.